You ever feel like no one feels normal anymore? It's like everyone's always on edge or overwhelmed or anxious? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to start off with some news that came out last week. This new study from the University of Michigan found that young people are having more sex earlier than previous generations, but they're also less happy about it. What does that tell us? Just because we have something doesn't mean that we're fulfilled by it. Sometimes having something can actually make us feel worse off if we trying to chase a feeling that we think that thing will give us. Whether it be pleasure, happiness, satisfaction, but instead, we get disappointment. Think about social media for a moment. Everyone's on it, but no one's actually happy when they're on it. We don't feel connected. We feel lonelier. It's like there's this inherent dissatisfaction that drives us to use these things, whether it be alcohol, drugs, social media, television, junk food, porn. But once we get them, we're still not satisfied. And so now, let's go back to the beginning, before we even get to the point where we're trying to find fulfillment in all the wrong places. Let us go to the very core of what might be the root of a lot of our issues today, starting with being disconnected in a hyper-connected world. Think about it. We've never been more connected, yet at the same time, we've never been more alone. There's a very interesting paradox going on here. We have all of these people around us, but we feel so disconnected. It's kind of the root of all of our issues. Because if we're disconnected from ourselves, if we don't know who we are, if we don't have an identity, then we are going to go out into the world and we are going to try to find it. And so we try to find it in all the wrong places, in all of those things that I mentioned before. And the more that we disconnect from ourselves, the more that we start to look outside of ourselves for this connection. For this validation, the more that we gonna feel empty, and we gonna feel like something's missing. And so we are gonna continue to chase that dragon, if you will. Now, let's add another layer onto that, and that is dopamine, distraction, and doom scrolling. So I was reading this book called The Shallows by Nicholas Carr. He talks about how the internet and technology has changed the way that our brains work. He talks about this one study where they did an MRI on someone's brain while they were using the internet. And they noticed that the areas that lit up in the brain were the same areas that lit up when you do cocaine. The reason why that happens is because of the way that the internet is designed. The way that these apps are designed, they're designed to tap into our dopamine reward system. They want to keep us engaged. They want to keep us coming back for more. Now, a lot of us, myself included, we know this, and we still do it. We still fall into that trap. Now, let's add another layer onto that, and that is you're not broken. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you feel this way. It's not your fault that you feel disconnected. It's not your fault that you're anxious or depressed. It's not your fault that you feel like you not good enough, or that you not beautiful enough, or smart enough. It's not your fault. The system is broken. The world is broken. You've been set up for failure. And so if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling behind, if you're feeling like you're not enough, know that you're not alone. Know that there's a lot of people who are feeling the exact same way that you feeling, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And that brings me to my final point, which is a call to empathy. We need to have more empathy for ourselves and for other people. We need to realize that everyone is fighting their own battles. Everyone is dealing with their own stuff. And the last thing that they need is for us to judge them or to make them feel bad about themselves. We need to create a world where people feel like they can be vulnerable, where people feel like they can be authentic, where people feel like they can be honest about how they're feeling. This world can be a dark place. There's a lot of messed up things going on in this world, but we need to be the light. And we need to be the ones who bring the empathy, who bring the kindness, who bring the compassion. And if we all do that, then maybe we can create a world where people feel like they can be their true selves. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.